And we are live. We are official. Art, can you please mute your mic? Oh, thank you very much. So yes, we are live now, and this is the Virgin Flight of the Old School Rollers. I'm gonna play a little old school D&D. I threw together just a simple level 1 dungeon clearing, good old dungeon crawl. So it should be fun here, and of course I got my old time friend Artemis here. He's gonna be my rock through the game, I'm sure. And then we've got some new people. We got David and Shawnee. And what I'm going to do is just let them introduce their character. And let's start with Shawnee.
I am a dragonborn barbarian whose name is Asadi. It is a lady, and she's ready to smash stuff.
Okay, right on. Sounds good. All right, David.
I am playing a druid called Rain. I guess gotten to be. I chose the background of being a folk hero, so stood alone against a terrible monster, and then realized that nature needed protecting as much as possible from people encroaching upon it, and that's how we got into adventuring.
Nice, nice. And then we have our ferocious halfling, Artemis.
Yeah, his name is Tobin Greenbottle, and I just made him up this morning. he he is he took the. I'm just looking at my character sheet here. He took the guild artisan and slash smith background, so he likes to be, he wants to be a blacksmith as well. He likes to forge weapons and stuff like that too. So, but he's pretty much, he likes to hack and slash, and he's after gold and glory.
Oh, nice, nice. Good, always good motivators in the Dungeons and Dragons game. So just a little disclaimer out there. Just because it is YouTube and they're getting pretty picky about this stuff, I just want to say I am not claiming, and to the best of my knowledge, no one playing is claiming to be part of Wizards of the Coast or Dungeons and Dragons. We are using all this stuff as free use, just having some fun streaming the game. I'm going to be using this virtual tabletop called 3D Virtual Tabletop, and if you're into D&D and this type of stuff, I suggest checking it out. It's still on the ground floor, but it's looking pretty cool. So we're going to try that out. And of course, we're over on a game board. So we see, I'm just broadcasting up on the screen. So anybody that may be watching, which I'm sure right now nobody is, but who knows, in the future, maybe watch this, and maybe future generations will find this art. We don't know. We don't know what they'll make of it, but it might be there for the ages. But anyway, so yeah, so basically we're going to be starting a little adventure. We're just going to work out the kinks through this hangout, this kind of a dry run of sorts. And I just decided at the last minute, what the heck, let's go live, because who knows what's going to happen. And, I think in the tradition of Dungeons and Dragons, like I said, we'll start with a good old-fashioned dungeon crawl. So it's pretty cliche. It's pretty cliche, but it should be pretty fun. I think I put a lot of fun stuff in there. And it shouldn't take us like 8 hours to get through it or anything. We should be done this in a couple hours. So let's start with a little background. You're a party of young adventurers still in their first few months of quest hunting, and you find yourself off the beaten track in the sleepy little village of Bloomsdale, a quaint town somewhat isolated, surrounded by a small handful of settlements dotted across the countryside. It is just approaching sunset when the weary travelers enter Bloomsdale, and the kind locals point them towards the Rusty Nail Inn and Tavern to fill their bellies and lay their heads. Upon entering the tavern, the stout, middle-aged innkeeper rushes out from behind the bar, wide-eyed and almost tripping over his own feet to greet you. Oh, hello, welcome, friends. I must say that was a quick response. Why, we just placed the bounty less than a week ago. Who would think the news would travel so fast and reach some... and he looks you up and down and then smiles nervously. Such obviously seasoned mercenaries. So I'm going to let you guys metagame right now. Okay, this one of the times I'll let you metagame. He obviously is expecting someone for something. You have no idea what he's talking about. So do you guys want to just play along and go and see where this leads you? Maybe it gets you a job that you're looking for? Or do you want to just confess you have no idea and you're just travelers?
I think that we should play along. What do
I
you think,
agree with
guys?
that.
Clearly, we are here because you sent for us, and we are interested in taking care of this bounty that you've put out.
Oh, excellent, excellent, excellent. This is perfect timing. Again, we just put the bounty out. We didn't even expect anyone this quick. Please sit down, sit down. He signals to a waitress to get you each a drink. And he sits down and begins explaining everything. He explains that to the east, about half a day's ride, maybe 3/4 of a day ride, within a small group of hills, an ancient lair that are once powerful evil magic users, whose name has been forgotten to time. Nobody remembers, it's been so long ago. Drawing upon dark forces, unknown motivations, he filled his keep with unholy minions, whom he used to terrorize and extort the lands. But, as the story goes, he faltered for just a moment, and in that moment of weakness, his hordes turned on him and tore him and his cult followers to pieces, sending his soul to the bowels of the dark plains and pay the price of the deals that he made with demons and old ones. This didn't leave the dungeons any less dangerous. Indeed, the undead and creatures beyond the imagination have been left all these years to roam its halls and guard its untold treasures. At least that's as the story goes. He leans back and takes a puff off his pipe. The place has been a thing of ghost stories and little else since I've been alive, inactive and mostly forgotten. That is until a few weeks ago. People of the settlements still use the old trails and reported seeing figures and fires and activity in the heart of the hills, men entering and leaving under the veil of night. And then livestock started missing. And then just over a week ago, people started missing. We are not a rich...
At the sound of him saying that animals started going missing, I perk up before I was seeming a little bit disinterested in what he was saying.
Okay, so he's got your attention for sure there. He turns to you and goes, we're not a rich community, but we are willing to offer what we can to employ the right band of adventurers to investigate and clean out the foul evil in that dungeon. Along with free lodgings at the Rusty Nail, of course, each adventurer will be paid 1,000 gold pieces per dungeon level cleared. And we'll give you a 500 gold piece each upfront payment upon agreeing to the mission. The mayor himself will provide guides and steeds that will escort you to the foothills, where they will set up camp and wait for your return. So what do you say, chaps? Do I get the mayor of Bloomsdale to seal the deal?
Seal her up, man. Yeah, let's do it.
Absolutely.
All right. You guys all agree, and he runs behind the bar and grabs an old dusty hat and throws it on his head. Mayor Hemlock at your service. Fill your gutlets and request a song. I'll go to the vault and get your down payments, and in the morning we ride. So he suits you all up, gets you with a couple guides. They go, you drive, you go. It's starting to get late afternoon now, kind of getting supper time-ish. You guys get your equipment all prepared and everything. They set up camp. You have to walk about a mile to the foothills. You don't want to bring your steeds and everything. One, you don't want them to see you, and also, I mean, if you took your horses up there, by the time you come out, they'd probably be gutted by some untold horror. So we want to walk in and be a little bit stealthy, right? So you get to the foothills, you climb up through the little small hills, and then you're right near the top, and you see that the trail splits off. It goes to the right and it goes to the left. It's just as you see in the board. That's what you see. So what are we going to do?
I think I would just want to do whatever my pals want to do. I'm very into what they're feeling right now.
I am going to attempt a survival check. I have a +6 on survival to see if there is an obvious tracks, heavier going to the right or left recently.
Sure. Yep, go for it. Roll it up. Oh, you got a 9 on that, plus your modifier? All right, so definitely you notice that to the left is much more wore down. Okay, so it's
actually that was a roll of me trying it out earlier.
Oh, okay, go for it. Well, I'll give it because I was giving a low number on it anyways. You there, 6, but you've got it anyways because you got your modifier. So anyways, you do notice that to the left is much more active and beaten down. It's been more to the right seems to be the trail less taken, so to speak.
All right, so I tell my party that it looks like to the left is a lot heavier used, so we should probably go to the left.
Okay, you guys all agree? I want to. carry together down the left.
That's fine with me.
All right, so this particular map obviously isn't gridded, but for right now, I'm giving you free movement for wherever you can see. So I will show a little bit more. I'm assuming that you're moving up to the corner, so you want to move your minis. All right, I'll show a little bit. So you move up to the corner, and you see that it twists around. And you proceed up the trail. Just get a sec. All right. So you guys can, you see that it twists around the corner there. Yep, you can keep moving. And you see up ahead of you, it hasn't noticed you yet. But out in the middle of the trail is a cockatrice, or a cockatrice, however you'd like to say it. And it hasn't noticed you yet. It's just kind of busy picking through the like the gravel and stones and things like that, looking around. We don't know if it's wandered out from the dungeon or from the wilderness, but like I said, it hasn't noticed you yet. What do you guys want to do?
Well, it hasn't shown any hostility towards us yet, so I would say that we could try to not engage it. Maybe. Would you guys mind if I tried to just send it on its way peacefully?
I have no problem with that.
All right.
Yeah,
Then,
I'm cool with that.
I am going to. I have a +6 animal handling, so I'm going to attempt to send it on its way peacefully. I approach it, no weapons out, just hands held up, and I attempt to, I guess, calm it.
Okay, so you're going to roll for that?
Yeah, I got a 12 total.
You got a 12 total. Okay, at first it kind of puts its back up and starts batting its wings out and taking a couple steps back, kind of stagger around for a second, and then it kind of seems to kind of calm down a little bit. And you succeed. You avoid conflict with the beast as it kind of goes on its way.
Okay. Great. I turn around smiling, and no reason to kill things that don't need killing.
I give a thumbs up.
Can we get some bonus XP for that? We're not killing it.
Nah. But what I will do, I got multiple copies of minis here. I'm just trying to get rid of. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Just give me 1 sec. Just working out the kinks, ladies and gentlemen. Working out the kinks. There we go. All right, so we can start moving on up the trail here. It seems pretty clear that there's, I mean, you can still see because it's still like light out. It is starting to get a little darker, but you can definitely move up. And I'll show a little more of the trail here as we get going. So as you move and progress up, you see that it kind of splits and veers off again through here. This part in through here, from what you can tell, is just kind of like a raised knoll. It's grassy, it's a little rough through there. But the trail splits off again here, and there's a fence. So it goes up to like another level kind of thing. You can't see over the fence. The fence is probably, I'd say, maybe 12 feet high. And that'd be where the behind that you can see it kind of a little entrance that leads up through here, and then a trail continues along this way as well. You can see all this.
I think that we should probably check out the entrance. What do you guys think?
I was thinking of maybe scouting around so we don't get maybe locked into this place, or someone sneaks up behind us.
Okay.
Going around. I'm not sure though.
All right. Why don't we?
I
What do
think
you
we should
think?
stick together, though. Regardless, whatever we decide to do, we should stay together.
All right. So why don't we try to stay close to the fence? That way, people can't see us over it, and then we'll go around to the left side.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Yep. Okay, so you guys can advance up to the fence. All right, perfect. So up against the fence, I guess. You know, the people, anybody that's up now, anybody on the other side is higher ground, but the angle that they're looking at, they wouldn't be able to see if there's anybody there, anyways. And you see the other end is just like kind of like a dead end, where the on the right there, where the like the forest kind of continues, and then of course you have what you see to the left again. I'll kind of clear a little more here. Just give me one sec. Because you got a better vantage point here. You can see there's a little bit of an inlet in here. But then the actual trail continues to go up the hill around this corner here, and you can kind of see that this is just rocks and trees and things going on here. So far you haven't noticed anything. Now, I would like you each to do a perception roll.
Ooh.
15.
I got a 9.
I got a 16.
Okay, so you guys listening, like you just kind of catch as the wind kind of changes directions in the corner of your ear. It seems like coming where that little entrance was, kind of up higher. You can hear some human voices. You can't really make out what they're saying, but you can catch the odd like syllable here and there of there's somebody up there.
There are trees and bushes off to the in this area, right? Hold on. Let me this area?
Yeah, it's pretty rough and thick grown, and there's like remember this whole thing's on an incline going up, so it's like the rocky, you know, you could probably sneak through, but you would definitely at that point I'd have to do even a simple dexterity just to make sure you didn't twist your ankle or something. But you probably have an
that I would be
advantage.
able to climb to see over the fence.
Could I lift someone up to see over the fence? Because I'm like 6 foot, maybe. I don't know if anyone's tall enough.
You could definitely do that. The only concern I had with the trees is that they're there, but they're not like huge trees. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if it would support your weight well enough
More
without
like bushes.
like yeah, and they would like rustle and make a bunch of noise more than, you know. It's not like a big oak where you can just grab on and go up, right? So probably your best course of action, I would suggest, is to get on the dragonborn shoulders. Maybe the halfling.
Would the halfling be able to see over?
Yeah, like I said, she said she was about 7 foot. Well, he might be a little short. Maybe it'd be better with the druid to be safe.
Okay. What's your strength?
I rolled a 19 for my strength.
No, on your sheet.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got a 19, so I have a +4 to my rolls.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then you're more than strong enough to be able to hold it.
Yeah, I give that to you. That's no problem. So you get up on her shoulders, she lifts you up, and you just carefully kind of stick your brow up above the fence. And again, it's like a sandy incline. The trail continues. And what you can make out up the trail, it looks like there's approximately 1, 2, 3, 4. There's about 5 people up there that seem to be dressed in robes. And there's something going on. There seems to be like little fires on the ground. And a tree behind them, you can barely make it out, but it looks like there's a figure tied or crucified to a tree or something. And something kind of funky's going on up there.
Don't hit me.
All right. It looks like there's somebody in trouble. I relay all the information that you just gave me to my allies, and I jump down off the dragonborn's shoulders.
My name's Fire.
All right, so what do you guys want to do?
I would like to save
Actually,
people.
And you've seen this, so I'll just share, because you share with them what you see, and this is the site.
Oh, that looks bad.
Yeah, so what do you guys want to do?
Looks like some satanic panic going on up there.
Yeah, some hardcore shit happening.
Yeah, some dark magic ritual.
They haven't seen you yet. They're kind of doing their own thing, right? Like you just popped your head up. So, and you can also see, if you look up to the left just before them, there's another little trail that goes off into the woods around the rock cut.
If they haven't seen us yet or detected us, we could get into positions where we could get a sneak attack or like a surprise attack, I mean.
Yeah, remember it is on an
That would
incline,
give us advantage on the roll, on our attack
and
roll.
it's an incline, right? So see that little fence in the middle? Like
Mhm.
I shouldn't even giving you tips, but you could, in theory, I'm just throwing it out there, stay low, and if they're busy doing their thing, they wouldn't see over that little fence, right?
I actually have an idea. If the Dragonborn can give me a boost, I can hop over the fence right here, and you two go around that side, and we do a sort of pincer movement.
I'm fine with that.
If you go over right where you are, I would probably get you to do a stealth, right? Because if you go over right where you guys are standing, you're exposing yourself to kind of openness, and one of them might see you. So that, I mean, you guys can do whatever you like. I'll let you do that, but I would say I would want you to roll a stealth check.
Yeah, I think it's worth the risk. But before we do that, why don't we have our halfling friend get into position near the other fence? That
That's
way,
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, so
All right.
I'm going to move my guy now.
Yep, go for it.
all right, I'm going to go ahead and roll stealth.
All right. All right. And then you have, what's your modifier?
My modifier to that is a 3, so I only get a. So that
9
gives me a
altogether.
9 altogether.
All right, and you've moved up here now. You've just went over the fence.
Yes.
All right. All right. So this guy here unfortunately sees you and alerts. So what you see, you got cult followers and you got the cult priest. He's like, intruders, and then the cult priest is like, get them. So they start moving down.
Okay, and then I
Ready
guess I
to
would
engage.
roll initiative, right?
I have a
Yep.
quick question. Would my
Yep.
character hear them yelling, intruder?
Yeah, yeah. You
Absolutely.
hear what's going on. So far, he's the only one that they've seen. So you guys, if you hustle your butt up here, I shouldn't give you direct. You guys do whatever I want, but he's the only one they see, and they're moving down. Okay.
Could I
So
move up there?
yeah. Go ahead and move, but we're gonna each roll for initiative. Okay. My guys, I'll just for the simplicity. Oh, okay. So you come up into the site, and they see you as well. We start moving and engaging. And okay, so let's roll for initiative, so we know. And my guys will just go at the end automatically for the sake of convenience.
I got a 13.
All right.
17.
I got a 3.
17. All right.
Nice.
So we got Rain, we got Tobin, and we got Sadie, and my guys. All right. So Rain, what do you do? You're up first, buddy. You are engaged in battle.
Okay, I move right here. Hold on. Right up close to here, making sure I stay out of range. I should be about 15 feet away from. Well, actually, I should be about 20 feet away from the Dragonborn.
Okay.
And I am going to cast Thunderwave.
Okay. So with Thunderwave, is that I can't remember. Is that a ranged attack,
It
or
is
do I
a
roll
15-foot cube, so it
No,
automatically.
I remember the spell itself, how it pushes through, but I can't remember the roll. Do you roll for attack, or do I roll for a Constitution save against it?
You roll for Constitution save, and it will be a spell save of 14.
Okay, good enough. So yeah, just I'm sorry to cut you out there. If you want to explain the spell while I'm rolling, just to anybody watching.
Sure. So basically, I'll clap my hands together and spread them, and then it'll be a thunderous wave that pushes everybody back if they fail their save. And it will deal 2d8 damage to everybody within 15 feet of me, because it radiates on all sides of me. That's why I made sure to be 20 feet away from my allies. Anybody caught in it that doesn't make their save gets pushed back 10 feet and takes 2d8 damage. If they make the save, then they take 1d8 damage.
Gotcha. All right, so you do summon your spell. The thunder wave, erupts. It forces the druid.
My feet are cold.
I might get you to mute your mic there because it's kind of loud time. There we go, perfect. So anyways, you execute the thunder wave. The first follower is struck hard by it. This guy's hit really hard. He gets pushed back, takes full damage. This guy is able to buckle down and keep from getting pushed back, so he's going to take the half damage. So what do you got? You rolled for damage there, I see. Your first guy. Let's do the first guy.
6.
Okay, so you got 6 damage on that guy. Perfect. And he's pushed back. And the second guy will take the half damage.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you just take that one roll and we half it to 3 for him.
Okay, good enough. Yep. All right.
And it should hit that third person as well because they should be within 15 feet of me.
He's within range. Perfect. I'll give that to you too. Just one sec. So we'll take that off. And I'll do a roll for him. And he failed. This third guy, he's shoved back. He blindsided him. He's back to about there, we'll say.
Was she within close combat of him?
They weren't engaged. Well, yeah, because she's taller. Do you have a 10-foot radius, Shawnee, or a 5-foot?
Ooh, that's a good question. I have no idea.
If she's a dragonborn, she's still medium. She's not large, so she would have a 5-foot. It just looked like the figures were next to each other.
Okay. No, it wasn't quite an engagement yet. They were just, he was about maybe 10 feet away or so. So he's pushed back, and he'll take the full damage as well. Okay, so that's your move. You did a good strike on them. So the next one is our little halfling, Tobin.
Okay, I'm going to move to the end of the fence here, and I'm going to take a pot shot at that cultist guy up there with my longbow.
Okay, I see it. Gotcha.
I missed with a 2.
Yeah. Yeah, your arrow, you fling your arrow and the string kind of goes twang and it kind of veers off into the corner. And you've kind of drawn his attention, so he's going to just move. He hasn't engaged yet, but he's moved down to about there on his turn. All right, just give me 1 second. Perfect, he's out in the open. All right, give me 1 second here, guys. Okay, so it's my guys go. So I'm going to take the cult follower number 1. That was over with Rain that got hit first. He's obviously a little pissed. He moves up and engages you, and he's got a dagger. And he's still weak at the knees. He's still got, he's warbling around. He comes at you, takes a swipe, misses horribly. Guy number 2 moves in a little closer as well towards Rain. Takes a swat at him with a dagger he pulls out from his robe. And he rolls a 15. So that's bang on.
Yep,
so
that hits.
it's 1d4. And he gets you with 4 points damage. Whoop. So then we got our other guy. So I'm going to grab this guy that was hit. He warbles down. He comes towards the Dragonborn, wielding a dagger as well. 7, which is a horrible miss. He's a little weak-kneed as well. And then the next one with insanity in his eyes comes barreling down the hill with his dagger. And he rolls an 11, so he misses as well. She is very dexterous on her tippy toes and moves out of the way.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a reaction spell
Sure.
that is... Oh, no, never mind. I decided not to take that. I apologize. My mistake.
Yep, no problem. No problem, no problem. But we are at the top of the order, so Rain, it is your go again.
I didn't get to go.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Dragonborn. Go for it.
It's good. So these guys in front of me, what are they, like 5-foot range or?
They're within close combat.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're engaged. You're engaged in battle. Yeah.
I would. Let's see. See, I'm not sure if I could hit both of them with this or not. With
You can attack one creature at a time. You have one attack, right? So
okay. It's just that the draconic ancestry. I can shoot lightning at them by a 5 by 30-foot line. So I wouldn't.
Yep.
The line, you would actually have to take a 5-foot step to your right, and you could hit all 4 of them.
Well, let me just do that.
yeah, as long as you're still within 5 feet of them, like not disengaging combat, I'll let you do that.
Okay.
All right. So is this handled like a cantrip, like it's an automatic thing that you do, or do you have to roll a range?
Yeah, it just says it's like a.
They have to roll to avoid it.
Okay, so it's a dexterity roll.
Yeah. Hold on. You need to make a DC saving throw of 12.
Okay, good enough. So I'm going to do my rolls. Actually, what I'll do is I'll do my rolls up here so you guys can see them, so I'm not cheating here.
Ernie, I think the DC saving throw is for half damage. So if you succeed, you still take half damage.
Right. Gotcha. All right, so I'm going to roll for my guy that's closest to you, and I'll put it up on my Google Plus so you can see it. So hopefully it should show up there. Oh, he gets a 1. Wow. So I will roll my second guy. He got a 17, so he'll take half damage. And then my third guy in line gets a 6, so he's full damage. And 13. So what was it, a 12 you said? So 2 of them take half damage, 2 of them full damage.
Okay. And I got 5 for full
5?
damage.
Okay. 5 for full damage. Okay, great. So the first guy, he takes a full damage, and he totally just he's just and you just see the smoke rolling right out from his eyes, his nostrils. It smells like hot dogs up on that hill right now.
Fine.
So you've leveled him. He's done. Guy number 2 takes. I'll round it off at 3. I'll round it up for you.
Okay.
3 damage. So he's hit pretty hard too. You can actually see his skin start splitting from like where the electricity went in, but he's a little disoriented right now. But he's still hanging on. The next guy, he's not going to fare much better, I don't think, than the first guy here. So he took the full damage. So he's roasted. He's just a smoldering mess. And then the last guy here, he takes a half damage, which actually wipes him out as well.
Sweet.
So we only got one guy left. All right, so now it's my guys' go. I believe now we're at the back of the top.
Yeah, they already took their turn.
That's right. Yeah, I went ahead of her. That's right. So Rain, it's back to you. No, you went.
Well,
You did your thunder wave.
Yeah, I went first, but
That's right.
you went ahead of her, so it's back to the top of the order. So it's my turn.
We got it. Go for it.
All right. So there is that one guy left, and then there's the guy who's going towards our archer. I am going to cast 2 spells. The first is going to be Armor of Agathis, which is just 1 action, and it's just targeting myself. And the second thing I'm going to do is an Eldritch Blast targeting the main guy who's going towards our archer.
Okay. So the Eldritch Blast is a ranged spell.
Yep.
So you roll the AC, hit that. I'm sorry, whichever spell you want to do first. If you want to attack the follower first or the priest first.
No, the armor is just something. I'm attacking the priest.
Yeah,
it's 120
right.
foot range.
Right. Okay, that's right.
I
So you're
rolled
casting armor for yourself.
Right, I cast armor for myself. I don't have to roll for that.
Yep.
It just happens.
Yep.
And
Perfect.
then I rolled a 15, which I get a. Hold on. I get a +5, so I rolled a 20 on that.
Oh yeah, you nailed him. So
All right,
that's a
I'll
1d
roll
damage.
1d10.
Yep. 1d10. Okay, go for it. All right, so you did
2
2 points of damage. All right, we got it. So the cultist priest, he's obviously agitated, but he's a little shaken. He's starting to see that maybe he's starting to get outnumbered here. He's looking a little shaky, but it's still your guys' go. So Tobin.
Okay, I'm gonna use my longbow on that cult priest again.
Sure.
And rolled a 9 plus my dex, which is 9, 10, 11, 12. AC 12.
You plunk him. You nail him right in the top corner of the chest,
Okay.
like shoulder area. Bang.
It's 1d8 my longbow. 7, 10 points damage on the.
Oh, you nail him. It goes right through him, and the blood just spurts out the back. And he's at first you're not sure. It looked like it might have been just the shoulder, but obviously it was just low enough that it hit something enough that he bleeds out and lays there in agony, and finally just.
Good.
All right, so we still got this guy left. He's kind of looking a little nervous here, and it's our Dragonborn's turn. So you're within range. He.
Finish him off.
I thought that they went before me.
No, he made a
No,
mistake.
I went out of turn. Yeah,
Okay.
I went out of turn.
Okay.
Yep, you go.
I would. So he's still in range. I want to run up on him real hard with my Morning Star
Mm-hmm.
and just like try to smash his face in.
All right, roll it up.
That's me rolling against his AC, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I got a 4.
Okay, do you get any modifiers or anything?
I don't at the moment.
You don't have an attack modifier? Like that doesn't have a to hit bonus? With your strength? Should be your proficiency and your strength.
Proficiency and strength. So I would just add my strength modifier to it?
Yeah, to your hit, usually. Yeah, so you'd have like a proficiency, probably like a +2. And then with that strength you probably have a +3 or a +4, right?
Yeah, it would be 8 then.
All right, wow, that's pretty good. So you add that to your roll.
Okay. So yeah, I
So
just
you
rolled
roll-
an 8 then. Pretty much.
You rolled an 8?
Well, I rolled
well,
a
what
4.
was-
My strength is
And
plus
then-
4.
And then
And then
plus
do you have
your,
proficiency?
you rolled a 10.
Yeah,
Because
10,
your
you got 2.
proficiency is +2, your strength is +4, and so
Oh.
your total attack bonus is +6 right now.
Okay.
And yeah, so to all of your basic attack rolls, you add +6 to whatever you roll.
Sweet. Okay.
Yep.
Thank
Yeah, so you nail him. You nail him. So roll your damage.
All right. That is a 5 piercing damage.
Oh, so you come in with your shield out front. You kind of brunt him with it, and you swing back. The Morning Star. You come right down on top of his head, and you can just hear it crunch like a soggy box of crackers or something. Just blat. His eyeballs and everything pop out, and he's done. So you have cleared out the cultists. You can see, of course, up they have like a magic circle pentagram thing going on, and then of course they have this guy who looks like he's semi-conscious, tied to a tree up here. So you guys, and of course the trail to the left. So what you guys want to do?
I am going to go up to the guy on the tree, skirting around the edge of the circle, and I am going to heal the guy on the tree if he needs healing.
Yeah, he looks a little rough. He's not too physically damaged, but he's definitely out of it. Looks like he's been tortured a little bit. Not maybe really recently, but he's semi-conscious. He could use it.
Well, then I cut him down and give him a drink of water first.
Okay,
See if that
yeah.
brings him around.
Yeah, he's kind of, he gets his mouth full, it kind of trickles out, and he's kind of coming to squinting, kind of look at you. And you can tell he's trying to figure out if you're friend or foe, right? He's still a little confused. Oh, and by the way, can one of you guys keep track of treasure and XP?
Yeah, no problem.
If you got some, I'll go ahead and tell you the XP I give you that you just got, just so we don't forget. So each of the cult followers, so 4, you got 50 XP each. And as well as the cult leader. So
Cult
you
leader
got
was also
5.
worth 50?
Yeah, it's also worth
So
50.
250 total.
Yep. All right. All right. So, do you guys want to say anything to the, or Rain? Do you want to say? He seems to be semi-conscious, but he's still a little out of it. He doesn't really know.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah. So we just rescued you from these assholes. I assume. You seem to be a bit worse for the wear. What was going on?
He says, I'd do better if someone would cut me down from this damn tree.
I already said I cut him down.
Oh, okay, I got you. Sorry, I just feeding water. He's like, he chokes a little bit on the water. And he was like, oh, I'm so groggy, I hardly remember. And I was out foraging and hunting, and someone attacked me from behind. The next thing I know, I was kept in this dark dungeon, and they tortured me and prodded me and did all these things and took blood from me. And the last I overheard is that I was to be a sacrifice to some unholy being out here. I don't know who they are or why
For
they're
what
doing
purpose?
this to me.
No,
I
you
have-
didn't know. Okay.
No, he doesn't know. He was just, all he knows, he was out hunting one day, and someone from behind came up and clubbed him, and he ended up in a cell. And he'd always ask, but they'd never answer. And I just overheard a couple of them talking that it would be part of some ritual that was supposed to be done tonight.
Do you know where you were brought from?
He points down the trail and over towards the left, which I guess for our purposes would be west. Points west down the mouth of the lair. That's where they pulled me from. They pulled me out of the mouth.
Great.
He stands up. He's starting to get a little bit better. He's starting to feel a little bit better. And there's a few robes on the ground that maybe were from one of those guys, So he dresses himself a little bit. And he goes, I don't live far from here, strangers, kind strangers. Beware of that. Beware of the dungeons. Get out of here as far as you can. I'm going to go home to my family. I thank
We're
you.
going to make sure that no one suffers your fate.
Thank you. Thank you. May the gods bless you. And I tell you what, I'll give you each a point of inspiration for that.
Could I inspect their bodies at all to see if there's maybe anything on them?
Yep, definitely. You can
Oh.
search them.
Yeah, I wanted some looting too.
While
Alright,
they're
so-
looting, I inspect the circle.
Sure. All right,
I
so I'll
want
start.
to check out the cultist leader.
Yep, go for it. Move up. You can move free range in here. Don't worry about the rules. So move your mini up. There we go. All right, I'll start with Rain. He moves down to the circle, and he starts investigating it. It seems to be painted on. It's actually not with blood. It seems to be some kind of like a red dye or something that they had either sprinkled or painted on, maybe with a brush, it looks like. And each point of the pentagram, there is a small little, they're not actual candles. It's actually like a little bowl with some kind of like fuel, like an animal fat or something that's burning a small flame. There are some ancient runes written around it. I don't know if you want to do an arcana check on it or immediately recognize the language.
I did roll a 20 for investigation, so
Yeah, I guess, you got a 20 on that. Now, you do recognize it, that it obviously has something to do with magic using, but it seems to be of something that is a little foreign to you. It is definitely ancient. It's not something that would be commonly used, these symbols, right?
all
The
right.
type of magic you recognize is of like more of a blood rite cult. You definitely know that, but you don't know a lot about it, and it seems to be something that would have been practiced a long ago. It's something old.
I pull out one of my scrolls and I copy down all of the inscription as well as the symbol before I disrupt I basically I try to disrupt the entire circle. I first knock down the fat burning torches, I guess, and then
Okay, so you decimate it. You kind of scrub it out with your foot, and and you take down everything about it, and that's a good idea, guys, because obviously anything maybe that you'll find some things that information you can bring back to the townspeople. Maybe they'll be even a little more generous with their payout. You don't know, right? So anything of interest, definitely take down and take note of. Yeah, so you take that, and obviously, aside from your payment, I forgot to mention any treasure that you guys find in these dungeons and that is yours to keep as well. Generally, as a rule of thumb, how I always played it is like mass amounts of treasure, like a treasure chest full of gold pieces, is divided at the end of the vendor amongst the party. Individual things, like if you open a little box and find a ring or something, that's yours to keep, or you can choose to put it into the pot, but that's definitely that's how I play it anyways. So yeah, you decimate that, you go through it, and you destroy all that.
I
All
also
right.
used my thorn whip real quick, and I pulled down the thing that they had the guy tied to.
Well, it's actually a tree, so
Oh, well, never mind then.
it's a big like
What do I
rooted
find
right in
on
the
the
ground.
cultist leader there?
All right, Artemis. So did you do a roll?
No, I can right now. I'll roll a
Yeah,
d20.
go for it.
9.
All right, so let me just get down here. Okay, so you find one healing potion. You find 15 gold pieces in a little pouch, and you find an iron key ring. It has like a series of like medium-sized old iron key skeleton keys.
Cool.
And that's all you find on him. And of course the dagger. He has the dagger if you want to bother with it. It's nothing special about it though.
Anybody want a dagger?
There's 5 of them
All
on the
yours.
ground. So.
I've got enough weapons already, so I'll pass on the dagger.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even worth the wait of taking it back to town. I mean, you might get like 50 copper or a silver piece or something for it. But all right, so our Dragonborn, you want to search the first guy there?
Yeah, I do.
All right, so you take a roll. It'll be an investigation bonus you can add. Go for it.
Let's see.
Or perception.
I got
Just add your perception.
perception.
Well, yeah,
got
just
11.
if you did have it. If you did have it, you got 11 altogether. Okay, so you find 1 healing potion and 10 copper pieces.
Alrighty.
All right. Okay, so that's everybody's turn. You still got 3 more guys left. We're back at Rain. What would you like to do?
I am going to scout a little bit up the. I'm not even concerned about looting the bodies. I'm gonna stay within sight of my group, but I'm gonna sort of go up to there.
So I'll unveil a little more here. So you see the trail. It gets a little rougher. I mean, it's definitely not one that gets traveled that often. You can see that it opens up. It gets a little thicker with a rock cut here, but it does kind of wind around through some thin bushes and things like that. That's as far as you can see from where you are, really.
Okay. Can I go further down the trail and keep in sight of my group?
You can move up to the corner. Okay, so you look around there.
That's where I'll wait.
Staying in. All right, that's where you wait, and I'll open this up a little bit because you can see down. It's starting to get dark now outside, but you can see that it opens up and starts opening up again down here. So it kind of probably meets back up, you assume, with the trail that you guys were just on. All right, Tobin, what would you like to do?
Okay. I'm going to move up to where Rain is there. Follow him up the
Okay.
path.
All right, so you're getting in behind him.
Mm-hmm.
All righty, so our Dragonborn, what would you like to do?
We don't mind
I'm just
waiting
gonna
while
keep.
you search the bodies.
Is it fine? I don't wanna...
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I want to search
Yeah.
this guy.
All right, roll for it.
That's a 1.
How do you lose a body?
I know. Maybe I was just a little hungry. I don't know. I even was like, hey, I'm gonna switch this dice out because it hasn't been doing me good, so I'll get a different one.
All right. Hey, Charlotte, how you doing? So you're gonna roll again, Shawnee?
Again,
Yeah, if you want to search him again.
I mean,
You rolled a 1, so
yeah. That's an 18 this time.
yeah. Unfortunately, he doesn't have anything on him. So.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You still got 2 more guys if you want. They said they'd wait for you. So.
All right. Let's do that guy.
All right.
That's an 11.
Yep. So you find 5 more copper pieces on him, and that other than his dagger, that's all he has on him.
All right, and then the last guy.
Yep. Sure, go for it.
That's an 8.
It's an 8. Now you don't really find much on him either, just his dagger that he's carrying.
All right, I would like to scamper back up to my group and take the back.
Okay, perfect. All right, so at this point, you people are joined by a new party member that catches up with you. You thought you lost her on the last adventure, but here we are. Charlotte, welcome. How you doing?
Welcome.
Are you there, Charlotte? Are you receiving our transmission, Charlotte?
I think her mic is muted.
She did type in, am I too late? She is not too late.
Oh, no, you're not too late. No, you're not too late. You can jump in.
Her
Your
mic
mic
is
isn't
not
working.
working.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll have to have someone speak for her. If she doesn't mind typing. So what character are you, Charlotte? Like, what are you playing with us? Oh, she's gonna catch up next time. Okay, no problem. No problem. Anytime. I'll be doing another game soon. See if we can get your mic working. Hey, no problem, Charlotte. Thanks for dropping in, though. I'll keep you posted when the next game is. Yep. No problem. Bye. Thanks for dropping in. All right, so you are not joined by another member of the party. So okay, so you guys have searched that. You're ready to do what you want to do. You can continue around the little trail here, or you can. I'll say this guy's gone.
Yeah, I think that's if the others want me to lead, then I will continue up around the trail.
All right. So obviously, I'm assuming you guys are following.
Yep.
Yep. There we go. All right. So as you come to the clearing, you start slowing down. Rain kind of says, "Slow down, slow down, slow down," because you notice up ahead, as this clears out, it opens back up, but you can just see through a little bit of long grass and bush. There's a little group of goblins over here. They've probably been paid to guard the entrance. Actually, I'm just going to show all now. So you can see the entrance. There's like a big stone face has been carved into like a giant rock side with a stone staircase, and in front of we have goblins. You got they're just armed with swords, and 2 with a bow. So these 2 back here are archers. They haven't noticed you yet. They're kind of just sitting around. These 2 are fighting over what looks like a chicken or something. They're kind of wrestling back and forth and muttering to each other, and the other 2 are just kind of sitting around.
How far away are they?
Dirt and stuff. Say they're probably within like 120 feet of a ranged weapon, if you're thinking like of a range or something.
All
if you have
right.
something that's ranged, yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely do. If I will shoot at one of the archers, and if you shoot at the other archer, we may be able to take them out, and then we'll just pick them off as they're charging us.
Just a little suggestion too. There's the right ahead of you, dead ahead of you. You can kind of see it's a bigger tree, right? So, I mean, if you want to do kind of be stealthy and move up behind it for a little bit of cover, one of you guys can do that. It's a big enough tree that at least one person could probably get like half cover from it.
Okay. Why doesn't our Dragonborn do that? Because I don't think she has ranged weapons.
Yeah,
Sure.
I don't have any ranged weapons. Where is that tree again? I'm sorry.
So it's right dead ahead of them. You can kind of see like the dark trunks coming up right ahead of Rain. Right, if you continue
Like right
left,
here?
see that little. Yeah, that you can hide in behind that tree.
Okay.
It's just big enough. Right. So if you move more towards the center of the tree where the trunk is,
Like that?
down a little bit, and then back to the right. Right now you're right on top of the tree, so you want to be behind the tree. They'll
Like
say, "Yeah,
that.
there. That's perfect. That's perfect. You're
Okay.
right behind the trunk. You're obstructed, right?" All right. So yeah, if you guys want to move into position, they haven't noticed yet to take your shots at them. They're coming down the rocky side. All right, guys. So I'll just keep the same initiative right now because we haven't really engaged them yet. So if you guys want to, let me just get my goblins set up here quick.
Do we roll with advantage?
Yeah, because you're going to be surprising them.
Okay.
I count down on my fingers to silently 3, 2, 1, so that our shots will be simultaneous.
Okay. I gotcha. So do you know particularly which ones, like the sworded ones or the archer ones? Which ones do we archer?
We're going for the archers.
For the each of the archers. Okay, big enough. So Rain, if you want to go first, I'll let you roll with advantage.
I rolled a 15. I'm confident with that. That'll hit, so I don't bother with the second roll.
That's perfect. Yep, good enough. And your damage?
That would be 5 damage.
You got 5 damage. Okay, so you pull it back, let it go. The arrow screams through the air, and you nail the goblin
Eldritch
right in the
bolt.
side.
It's an Eldritch Bolt.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh, sorry, Eldritch Bolt. Sorry, I thought you were arching.
Yeah.
Okay, so a crackle of energy goes across the landscape, catches the goblin, knocks him just silly. He's just sitting there going, "Ugh." He's freaking nailed. You got him. Okay, Art.
Okay, I rolled 16 plus 5 is 21.
Oh, yeah.
I rolled a 5 for my longbow plus 3, so 5, 6, 7, 8 points damage on him.
Oh, wow. All right, so your arrow whistles through the air, skims right between the two swordsmen, and plugs the guy right in the belly. You see a little bit of goblin blood splurt out, and he grabs it and squeals out in pain. The other two goblins, they're kind of alerted now, so they start moving up to engage you guys. Dragonborn, what do you want to do?
I'm thinking. So how far away are they right now?
They are probably 40 to 50 feet away.
Okay, because that my breath, the 5 by 30-foot line. I could move up slightly and be able to hit them, right?
Yep. So you got your 30 feet of movement. You can move up. So I'll say, but you can move up halfway.
Okay.
For maximum.
How many times can you use that per rest?
Let me look. Because I didn't think it said anything. Let me.
I think you have to take a shorter or long rest.
Okay.
You can use it again. But
yeah, so you probably get just to be sure. You probably get like one use and then a short rest or a long rest, and you can use it again.
Okay.
So you can still use it. It's up to you.
Well, I mean, I had used it in the last battle, so.
Oh, you had used it. That's right. I got you. Okay, so you're just gonna hang tight for right now, or?
Yeah, I don't have anything. Even if I ran up on them, I wouldn't be able to reach them. So.
Okay, fair enough.
Let them come to us.
Right.
Okay, fair enough. So my guys will go. So like I said, these guys have already started moving up. The archers kind of move here, and this one kind of moves out to about there. And this guy, my first archer, right here, notices the Dragonborn. Also notices these guys, but sees the guys on kind of the side of the rock cut as a little bit more of a threat. He mutters something to the swordsman here, I guess letting him know that there's someone hiding behind the tree. But he pulls back his little tiny bow and aims for Rain. And he misses. The arrow falls just short, just ahead of you. The second archer, he wants to get some vengeance. Tobin. Oh, and he's still hurting. He's so hurting. You can see him wince when he pulls up his bow, and he he pulls it back, and the string just goes twang, and the arrow just falls at his feet. He's hurting. And these guys, they're gonna move up. This one's gonna move towards the Dragonborn, and this one moves up towards you to about there. All right, Rain, it's your go.
Okay. These archers will be a problem because they're so far away. I am going to shoot the one that I had hurt before
Okay,
with an Eldritch Bolt.
you gonna do another Eldritch?
Yes.
Alrighty.
I got a 13.
Oh yeah, you nail him again. Yep, you hit him right in the chest. He's just sitting there. So what's your damage roll on that?
8 damage.
Oh yeah. So he falls right back. You hit him, the force of it just knocks him right on his back, and he's just laying there smoking.
Awesome.
Oops. There we go. All right, so he's done. All right, Tobin.
All right, I'm going to use my longbow again on the other archer that is still there, one that I hit from before. Okay. AC 13 hit him.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep, you nail him.
9 points damage.
Oh yeah. You let one fly. It's true. Just screams right down the way, and it just knocks him right through the throat. It comes right out the back, and he's just gurgling. And you see some of the dark goblin blood just out of his mouth, and he kind of does a Ric Flair. The one leg up, kind of spins around, then right on his back, he's done.
But does he scream woo as he does it?
Well, he tries, but he's gurgling, so it's more like a.
Oh,
Nice. Nice.
All right. Okay, so we're back at the Dragonborn.
Okay. This guy, I'm assuming, would be in range of 30 feet.
Yeah, you can move up to him. Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna move right up to him, and I'm gonna try to smash him with my mace or my Morning Star. Excuse me.
Yeah. Okay, so you wind up. Give him up.
18.
Oh yeah, you hit him.
All right, and then he gets 7 damage.
Okay. Yep. So you swing around, and he tries to knock it. He tries to block it with his sword, but you're way stronger than him, so it just pushes right through. And you kind of get him in the top shoulder, and you see him kind of wince in pain and let out a grunt. All right. So my guys go now, and the goblin you just hit, even though he's hurting, he kind of swings up with his sword at you, in an attempt to knock you. And you easily manage to step back. You actually hit the shoulder he's holding the sword with, so he's hurting. It was a pretty weak swing, so you easily step back and avoid it. The next goblin moves up, and he's going to try to go at him. I'm taking a little bit of liberty here with the movement, but he's moving up. He's going to go at Tobin. He comes like a madman wielding a sword and swings it.
Come at me, bro. Come at me.
And Tobin, yeah, you easily step out of the way, and he hits the ground, the rock. You can hear the blade kind of grind against the rock as he comes down. So now we're back at Rain.
okay. So now that they are a lot closer, hold on a second. Let me zoom in on this map a little bit. Are all the archers down?
Yeah, the archers are done. They're dead. They're toast.
With so I am going to. I'm not even going to waste any spell slots. I'm just going to cast another Eldritch Bolt at the closest goblin.
Yeah, sure. You rolled
Does
a 4
a
and
9
then
hit?
so it's a 9 does not hit.
All right,
So you
then I missed.
crackle. Yeah, you send it out, but because he's ensued, but he's kind of engaged with Art. Just by dumb luck, he managed to step out of the way, and it just kind of whizzes by him. All right, Art, what do you do?
Okay, I have 2 weapon fighter, so I'm going to
Yep.
use my short swords. So
Yep,
on
sure.
the first roll is a 7 plus 5 is 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. AC 12 hit him.
Yeah, you're true with that.
Okay, and on the second, 14. So yeah, that plus 5.
You nailed him. Yeah, you nailed him.
So 1d6 for each. So 3, 4, 5, 6 points of damage total.
Yep. So you come across with your first sword, and you catch him across the chest. It kind of slices him, and a little bit of blood spurts out. And then your second one, you come up. You manage to kind of step back a bit, but the tip of your sword still catches him kind of up. So now he's kind of got like a cross on his chest cut into it. And you knocked him back a step. All right, Dragonborn.
All right, I'm gonna swing my Morning Star at him again, and
All
that
right.
is a 24.
Oh yeah, you hit him. No problem.
And 1 damage. Whatever.
1 damage.
Yep.
All right. Well, you hit him. You
Well,
definitely
hold
hit
on a
him, but he's a
second.
tough one.
She didn't add her strength to the damage,
Oh yeah.
so it's 5 damage.
Is there?
Okay.
Oh yeah. You didn't add your modifier. Yeah, because you only got 1. Yeah. All right. Good enough. So you did that. So your hit is true. You come down on top of his head, kind of like the cult guy, and his eyes just bug right out and just blood and just pop out, and he's done. His head pretty much looks like a fucking package of hamburger just got hammered. He's done. All right, so my guy here is getting a little bit nervous. He's fighting for his life over here, so he takes a wild swing at Art. Kind of a Hail Mary with his little rusty sword. And he stumbles over his own 2 feet and kind of hits the ground again with his sword. Rain, what would you like to do? We're up to Rain.
All right. I am going to. I just deal the most damage with my Eldritch Bolt without using a higher spell slot, so I'm just gonna do that one last time. Like, I'll go right up on him and just blast it right in his face.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, I rolled a 23. So.
Oh, yeah, you're good. So you hit him, roll your damage.
And that is 7 damage.
Oh, yeah. So you go up beside him while he's kind of picking himself up from his failed attempt. You go basically right to the side of his head and blow it, and it's just nothing left but a smoking stump of a neck. He's dead. He's dead.
I laugh as his body just falls.
Yeah, he's done. It doesn't even bleed. It's just there's not even a trace of his skull left. I mean, there's a few pieces laying around smoldering, but he's done. So you've defeated the goblins. There's no apparent enemies. You guys can relax for a second, and you get 50 XP each.
Okay, so that'll be another 200.
Yep. All right, so there doesn't appear to be any visible danger in the vicinity. So what would you guys like to do now?
Does anyone need healing?
I do not.
Nope. I'm good. I haven't taken any hits yet.
All right, and as far as I know, my armor is still active because it hasn't been an hour yet. So we're still good to go.
Okay.
Mage armor. If you cast mage armor on yourself, that lasts 8 hours.
No, it's not mage armor. It's armor of Agathis. It only lasts an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you guys want to do? You can see
we go check out the entrance.
Yep. So yeah, if that's what you guys want to do, you can proceed up to the. All right. Perfect. All right, guys. So you've cleared the outside. You have now entered. You're starting to enter the next level. So what we're going to do is load a new map for the next level. Good job. I hope you guys are having a little bit of fun. I know I'm kind of tripping through it here. I don't DM a whole lot, but you guys are doing good job as players for sure. So what I usually like to do when I do this is mid-adventure, I don't like to level up and stuff, but when we change levels or you do a long rest, that's when I'll allow you to learn new spells or upgrade your character. So if you guys want to up your hit points, everything while I'm loading the next map, you can go up to the level 2. And I will load the next map.
So as a new person, how do you go about upping your hit points or whatever?
Okay, so what
Alright,
you do
so-
is, do you have the player's handbook in front of you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so go to your class,
Okay.
and what you're going to do is you're going to roll the dice for your hit points because you're a fighter. That's D10, I believe, and
Would
then
it
you
be
add.
hit dice?
Yep,
or-
that's your hit dice, which is D10. So just not a D20, just roll the D10, and then add your Constitution modifier to that,
Okay.
and that is your new. You add that to your current hit points, and that becomes your new hit point total. Also, it'll tell you in the player's handbook what additional things happen at level 2. Let me open the fighter real quick. One moment. So at level 2, you are going to get the action surge.
Well, I'm a barbarian.
Oh, you're a barbarian. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought you were a fighter.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay, so that's a horse of a different color. All right. So, are you wearing armor?
I am, but I'm thinking that that's not the best idea for me, in all honesty.
Well, you have the ability of unarmored defense.
Right.
So, what is your dexterity modifier?
0.
What is your constitution modifier?
4.
Your constitution modifier is 4. So, what's your current AC?
I thought it was 14.
Okay, so if you were to drop the regular armor,
Yeah.
then you would actually go up +2 because you can still use the shield,
Okay.
and you would get the unarmored defense. So your armor would be 16 instead.
All right. Now, does a loincloth count as anything?
No,
'Cause I
no, no.
want to
You could even
completely-
wear a full suit. It's just any armor negates the unarmored.
Okay.
Now, starting at second level, you get a few different things. You get reckless attack and danger sense.
Okay.
Also, you haven't used any rages yet, so that's pretty cool. So you can throw aside all concern for defense to attack with fierce desperation. When you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly. Doing so gives you advantage on melee attacks using strength during this turn, but attacks against you have advantage until your next turn. So if you're worried about not being able to hit, that's definitely good. The second thing is danger sense. At second level, you gain an uncanny sense of when things nearby aren't as they should be, giving you an edge as to when to dodge away from danger. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws against you that you can see, such as traps and spells. To gain this benefit, you cannot be blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
All right.
Just whenever you guys are done leveling up your characters, I put the link to the new board. And you can load that up. Hopefully your mini comes with you. So
Okay. So for
Also,
the
you
hit
roll
points,
a d12 plus your
Right.
constitution modifier, so maximum 16.
so I just add that to my hit points that I already have.
You roll the d12, add 4, then add that to your current hit points, and that's your new maximum.
Okay. Sweet. That's a little bit better. Okay, I think I'm good. Yeah.
We see our Dragonborn is over at the new map.
Where do I... Hold on a second. Okay, I see it.
Dungeons of Terror.
Hey, so you said you're streaming this?
Yeah, we're over on the YouTube side right now.
What's your YouTube channel?
It's called Old School Rollers. It's brand new. Like, there's not even anybody watching at this point. I mean, maybe later there might be people will check them out.
Is
But
it spelled the same?
yeah, exactly the same. It's attached to the Google Plus account.
Okay.
Now, for some reason, my 3D everything puts on it. I don't know why. So let me. Do you guys see like 3D tile or a map?
I don't see anything right now.
All I have is gray,
Yes.
man.
Yeah, it just glitched out for some reason. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it pretty much shit the bed there. You had it going and
That's
then
right. I'll reload it here. See what happens. Yeah. What happened there? Oh, here we go. Starting to load it up again. See what's happening. That's weird. I hope I didn't lose that whole level.
Oh no.
It's loading it again, so slowly. Yeah, just try refreshing and see if it's because it seems to be slowly loading it, but
you might have to send us wait for it to load, Ernie, and then send us another link.
all right. Yeah, mine's still kind of being funky. Never seen it do this before. I don't know why. It would be my luck that the guys doing updates and stuff the day that I want to run a game with.
I'll be right back while you're working on this.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Honestly, I don't want to have to rebuild that whole map for another adventure, but we'll see what happens. I don't know why. I've never seen it do this before. Oh well, we'll wait a couple minutes, see if it comes back, I guess. We will be right back after these messages. So Donnie, if I remember correctly, you're still pretty new to D&D. How do you like it so far?
It's pretty much what I expected of me really having some idea of what's going on, but not enough. But I like it.
Me too. No, that's good. Good. Artemis, I stopped over at Buddy's yesterday. I saw some of the tiles you made. Good job. Good job.
Thanks, man.
Good work as always. Gonna try to load this right from my link.
was trying to look up your YouTube, and all I'm getting is just old roller skating videos.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes if you go to my Google Plus page though and go to the about, there should be a link directly right to the YouTube. It's probably like a one word or something. I can't remember. It's set up on YouTube. It should be over there somewhere. Oh, this is gonna suck if I'm gonna have to rebuild this map. We might have to continue it another day if it doesn't come back. Which is okay too. Which is okay.
Right, it's like
It's
a
not the end of the world.
cliffhanger.
Yeah, it's a cliffhanger. This level got a little tougher too. My idea is at each level of this campaign, you kind of figure out what's going on. You get more clues each level, what's happening, and then of
Right.
course it gets crazier, and like just the deeper into the hillside you get, it just totally obscene at one point. Well, I hope this map works because I worked out a really good trap for you guys. Jesus Christ. I'm sure it would kill you all. I bet you the guy's doing updates. This program is just like literally one guy, right? You
Right.
can actually just talk to him on Google Plus, and he's in the middle of like updating all the features and everything. Like every day he's adding new stuff. So he's probably working on the 3D tiling right now because there's some requests for it. So of course he'd pick it right now, probably figuring no one's using it, and then
I
put it
mean, it
down.
happens.
Yeah, it's a bummer. It's a bummer. Have you guys ever checked out, Art, I'm not sure if you ever checked it out, over on Steam, they have the Tabletop Simulator. That's what it's called.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I was just watching a YouTube video on Tabletop Simulator. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I know people that use it. I'm actually thinking of getting it. I guess at Christmas it gets dirt cheap, but it's cool. It's like a one-time fee, even at full price, like $20, like $21.
Yeah, you
And
can play
it's
board games too on that, eh?
Oh yeah, you can play endless board games and stuff, but it has all the 3D tiling and everything just like this program. Like it looks just like it for RPGs. It actually has animated figures that move, like the monsters and stuff, and you can has a lot more variety too for setting up like 3D environments, like you can do outside with trees and rocks and stuff. I'm thinking of maybe trying that out after Christmas or something. But the only downside with that one is that everybody has to buy a copy of it to run it, right? The plus
Oh.
side with this one is that, like, if you just want to play the game, you can use the free version. Like, I don't mind throwing the guy $5 or $6 a month for it, right? To have endless capabilities, but at least here, everyone just needs a G plus account they can play, right? That's the advantage
I
of this
am
one.
back. It is saying that the map is hidden by the fog of war.
Yeah, and you know what? My tiling hasn't come back. I'm just kind of going out on a limb and thinking that maybe the guy is working on the 3D tiling right now or something, because I've never had this disappear on me ever. So I'll actually send him a message and see what's going on. So we may just have to continue the adventure another day. I was hoping to clear out this level, but this might have to be our next level, Act 2, to the adventure. If you guys are willing to come back and play, I hope so. But
Yeah, I'm down.
I am.
Oh, yeah.
I'm down.
yeah, for sure. Like I said, it's a bummer because I set up some pretty cool stuff on this level, but I'm sure it'll come back. I just don't want to waste everyone's time sitting around waiting for it. So I think at this point, I'm going to go off air. Like I said, this was more of a test run anyways, a dry run, just to make sure everything's working good. And up till now, it did. So we'll see what's going on with this. I'll send the guy a message, and we'll get the map back. And to everybody out there, I guess all we're going to do is calculate our treasure and leftover XP, and
Everyone should have 450 experience.
we're going to, there he's on it already. All right, well, thanks out there for watching. We'll be back with a new adventure soon, and keep on.
It was nice playing
rolling.
with you guys.
For sure.
Great playing with